If there's ever a country that can lay claim to legitimately inventing a segment, it's Great Britain with the Cafe Racer. And if there's a brand that can lay claim to more genuine heritage than anyone to this style of machine, it's that most British of brands, Triumph. It all started with the Ton-Up Boys. These greaseball geezers of the early 1960s forged the cafe racing legend by taking British singles from Triumph, Norton, Edge and Matchless, stripping them to nothing and ripping around London in an effort to do the ton, in other words, 100 miles per hour. Later, in mid-1960s Britain, the Ton-Up Boys merged into the well-known gang the Rockers and had a long-running war between the scooter-riding mods group, but that's another story. Triumph seems to think so too, and for 2017, exactly 53 years after the legendary Battle of Brighton between the Rockers and the Mods, we have an all-new Cafe Racer in the Street Cup. The Street Cup represents a link between old and new Triumph. As part of a three-bike attack on the modern/retro market, Street Twin, Street Cup and Street Scrambler, the Street Cup uses the latest Bonneville-derived 900cc, 270 degrees crank parallel twin that cranks out a claimed 55 horsepower at 5,900 RPM and 59 pounds-foot of torque at 3,230 RPM, pushing a claimed 441 pounds of dry weight. The chassis doesn't vary a great deal from the donor Street Twin machine. The twin rear shocks are 8 mm longer and mount a little higher than the Street Twin, giving the bike more weight on the front. The front geometry is steeper, 24.3 degrees rake for the Street Cup versus 25.1 degrees for the Street Twin, although the same front suspension is used. The Street Cup is also 0.8 inches longer in the wheelbase, and 0.8 inches taller in seat height. Aside from those main chassis differences, the rest of the Street Cup is a styling exercise. At the front is a neat little yellow fly screen. The tank has been beautifully decorated with hand-painted striping, and the back end now sports the ubiquitous Cafe Racer single-seat cowl. Smaller changes come with the pinstripe wheels, matte black mufflers, and fork guards round off the aesthetic differences.